up, guys? Timsy here, and welcome to this Let's Talk. In this Let's Talk, I'll be talking about the Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3 discussion, or debate, I should say. Which game is better? I want to go off and say that I'm not biased to any of these games whatsoever. Personally, I think they're both great games, but at the same time, they can also be very annoying. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with Modern Warfare 3. I don't like Modern Warfare 3 anymore because I feel like it's been really repetitive over the 2 years. Nevertheless, people will still play this because it is a really good franchise, and basically everyone is gonna play it because it's one of the only good shooters out there. So people are gonna deal with the crap that they put out, even though the game could be ass. They don't care. They'll still play it. Doesn't really matter. Things that, in my opinion, make it really bad is there's a lot of campers in this game, and Battlefield 3 has campers too. But these maps, Modern Warfare 3 maps, are so freaking small compared to Battlefield that camping should really not be allowed. Like, not allowed, but it shouldn't happen because the maps are so small. But it still happens frequently throughout the game and can get very frustrating. Another thing that is quite annoying is probably the guns. These guns are very unbalanced, and some of them can be very overpowered. For instance, Type 95. Type 95 is so freaking strong, and a friend and I were talking. He told me that they probably weren't going to patch it because it's a precision gun, so that's not going to happen. But the M16 is a precision gun because they're both 3 bursts, but for some odd reason that one takes 3 to 4 bullets to kill somebody, but it's only a 3 burst. It's retarded. So I feel like that is another downfall of this game. Also, I mean, other than that, this game is okay, I guess. The connection and stuff like that, it goes pretty well. Another thing that I like but don't like at the same time, this game does require a bit of teamwork, and if you're playing with a bunch of people you don't know, it can get really frustrating, and it can mess up your play. But that goes for any game, but that is just a big problem that I see in this game. So let's go and talk about Battlefield. Battlefield is a great series. Personally, I wouldn't play it that much because I used to be a Call of Duty diehard fan, not anymore though. They're pretty good. The guns are pretty balanced. I can't stand tanks and air support. That's why I play Team Deathmatch, and unfortunately the only thing that kills me is that the Team Deathmatch spawn points are terrible in that game. You can spawn in the same spot continuously and die. It's really annoying, but I mean, if you can deal with it, I guess it's okay. Like in that game, there's a bunch of campers who will sit down with a sniper and think that this is real life, but it's really not. It's kind of annoying. Another thing I want to talk about is, I guess you could say the crowd for each game. Now, if you look at a Modern Warfare 3 video, or, you know, like a trailer or something, there are all these people who talk crap about the game, which makes no sense. It kind of contradicts, because Battlefield players say that little kids are the only ones who really play Call of Duty. But in actuality, if you look, it's like the Battlefield players are bashing on the Call of Duty players, which shows, you know, a lot of maturity in that one. But again, this is my opinion. These are just what I've seen. So I just think that it's a bit hypocritical what they do, and this kind of stuff. But that's the only thing I really see in the crowd. But I think both games are great, but they both lack in certain points. Battlefield is a great game, but on the console, I honestly think it's terrible. On PC, it's amazing, but on console, it's terrible. If you try to go into a squad, like let's say you and a few friends are trying to go into a squad, you join the server, but you guys end up on different teams, different squads. It's really annoying. And there was a lot of talk saying how EA was kind of hating on the Call of Duty crowd with Xbox, so they kind of screwed over the Battlefield players on Xbox 360 and probably PlayStation 3. But PC-wise, it's an amazing game. Far better, in my opinion, than Call of Duty. But I think that about covers it. I mean, The guns and Battlefield are really good, and honestly I think this game probably takes a bit more skill because there's no drop shotters and stupid crap like that. The sniping is actually legit in this game, which I like, but at the same time you get hit markers ridiculously unless you're not playing hardcore. If you're playing hardcore, it's still a one-shot kill, but that kind of sucks because if you die you don't know where they are. So that's another thing I really can't stand about Battlefield. But I mean, other than that, it's a pretty good game. One thing that does suck though is when you die and try and spawn with your teammates. You can die if they die too, which kind of sucks. There's no spawn protection or anything like that. So those are things that really suck, in my opinion. Another thing about Call of Duty that I can't stand was so many glitches, like the token glitch and all these other things. Of course, Infinity Ward threatens to ban these people, but when I look at it, not that many people were banned. I understand it's a huge list, but I mean, I had a few friends who were doing it, and they never got caught. And this has been going on for quite a long time. So there's all these lobbies that are coming out and stuff like that for Call of Duty, which is like a real like downfall. But other than that, I think both games are great, and it kind of makes you wonder what the future of first-person shooters are going to be like, or just shooters in general. You know, is it going to be crappy, or is it going to be like the same thing, repetitive? I mean, I understand that Call of Duty has some changes, like they removed perks and stuff like that, but Battlefield did switch it up. I won't lie, they switched up a lot of stuff. They added a bunch of cooler things, but also gonna lax at certain points and stuff like that. But that's basically my opinion and the whole opinion on this whole discussion. I think both games are great. Call of Duty is an arcade style kind of game, and Battlefield 3 is more realistic, and they do great in both. But I don't understand what the big deal is. People who complain over it, they want something to do, because honestly, it shouldn't bother you whether or not which game is better, because if you're playing the game you like, it shouldn't matter what else happens. But again, that's my opinion, so I'll leave it at that. So thanks for watching, and please thumbs up the video and probably subscribe. So on that note, I will see you guys later.